Hey everybody, GT Cam here once again. So I've just got these in. We have our Craftsman Overdrive combination wrenches. These would be the version with the teeth, your so-called anti-slip design. I grabbed these because I was curious, and I should have grabbed the bigger set. This is the 7-piece. They make a larger set. The problem with this particular set, which is our CMMT, let's bring that up, 87807, is that they omit obviously a couple of sizes here. Your 9, which, 9mm for handgun cartridges or subgun cartridges, whichever. The 11, which it could be argued you may or may not need. But the one that really gets me here, and I didn't look at this because I just ordered it online, is the lack of a 16. And yes, I realize there is an SAE equivalent. However, if you're only buying one set, and since most of us now are dealing with largely metric stuff, omitting a 16 is dumb. Anyway, that part of the rant is over. If you wouldn't mind, drop a like and subscribe while I try and grow the channel here. Anyways, so I may have to grab the larger set for something I am trying to do. That kind of annoys me, but be that as it may, the sacrifices I make for this channel. Anyway, what I was curious about, first of all, is how closely it resembles the USAG 285X, and that's essentially the same thing as the Mac RBRT. It's the same wrench, different markets, okay? Now, there are some subtle differences. So if we look at the jaws here, let's put them next to each other, okay? You can see that the teeth on the upper portion are largely pretty close to the same. There's a very slight difference, but it's not real significant. The more noticeable difference is on the bottom. And what you'll see is you'll notice we're smooth over here. And on the USAG over here, there's a 3 or 4 little ridges in there. So found that interesting. The other thing I found interesting was comparing the thickness. So the thickness of our 17mm here is about 334, 335, right in there, or 335 thou, which is about 30 thou thicker than our USAG. Now, I don't have any Mac RBRT to compare directly across the USAG. It should be almost identical, since, yeah, just same wrench, different markets. The other question I have, and I wish I had the means to test this, is what the hardness difference is between those two wrenches, because I'm kind of curious. But on another note, we have the Overdrive has your conventional box end, where your USAG here has the old Facombe sort of European spec box end. And let's also consider the beam thickness. Some of you might call it the handle, I call it the beam. Okay, we're at, it's hard for me to read that through the camera, so we're at 275 thou thick right there, right? Where when we compare the beam of the Craftsman, we're about 210 thou. So one of the advantages with this, what I would call Euro style I-beam sort of beam, is just a bit more thickness, which makes it, when you really got to put some freaking ass behind something, it makes it a little easier on your hands when you do it. Anyway, this is far from done. I'm working on something, but I needed a 16mm and I should have looked closer when I ordered this, so I may have to order another set. Anyway, with that in mind, y'all have a good night. GT Cam out. I would drop a link, but yeah, you can order them via Lowe's online or ace. So far, Amazon doesn't have them. Anyway, y'all have a good night. GT Cam out.